Yo, hey, what's up? Hello, welcome back to Or Plus. Today we have a thing. We are hoping to get a trade that's going to benefit us quite well. 8 o'clock. Oh, well, here, I'll actually show it before I say it. Here, go here, here. Go. So we have an additional folder we didn't have yesterday. President Trump speaks. Due to speak in the interview conducted by CNBC. Okay, cool. It's a surprise calendar thing, so 15 minutes before release time. Big oof. Regardless, we got an extra folder, so they manipulated price just a bit. 10 a.m. we have PMI coming out. No biggie, it's a red folder. We're looking for price to actually do something there. As for right now, we have on the hour a break of structure on the S&P. Boom. Here's our order block. Prices come back up within, tested, closed, created a high. We have our breaker block here, sign of continuation. That price is actually going to continue in this break of structure line. If we were to treat this as what it is, a breaker block, sign of continuation of that break of structure, we go down to the 5. Because we know this high, this retrace up in, this high right here, manipulated the order block here, right? We'd be looking for a break of structure out of this uptrend, which we would have gotten roughly here because it closed below that low. We would wait for a fair value gap. We trace back up. Cool. We'd enter somewhere in here. I actually have no problem with this. I am a little on the lenient side though, because we have gone, we just blitzed through that. That was like super fast. What's telling me we're in a downtrend? The 4 hour. What about the daily? The daily as well. The hour. The hour now for that break of structure there. Everything says we are going further down. 30 minute. 30 minute broke structure there. We've been in a retrace. Closure within. Cool. I say let's enter in on a short. It'd make the most sense where we are right now. We are not in pre-market. We are not in market open. That's my biggest issue right now. That's the big bad no, we don't want to touch it just yet. We want to wait for market open and then we want to do stuff beforehand, because right now my bias says we are going down, way far down. So where am I take profits? Well, we have the low just outside of sessions, right? We have the top of this fair value gap here, or sorry, the bottom of the fair value gap. This fair value gap, the bottom of this. We have the top of this one here. We got the bottom of that fair value gap. Cool. Scroll on down, zoom out just a smidge. We have this right here. Didn't really visit anywhere, though it's the low outside of session, so automatic draw on liquidity. We have that high off of that fair value gap. We have this low off of this fair value gap. That is a stark jump. And then we have the following low from there. Do I think price is going to come crashing down throughout all of this? There's a potential. There is a potential, but I'm not going to say yes at the moment. I'm just not going to. We have the top of this order block right here. Let's go ahead and actually give that in. Or not order block. Whatever this move is. We'll go ahead and grab this high while we're at it, because we're hunting down that as well. Gives us a little bit more leeway, and then yeah. It could come down, manipulate this right here, and continue higher. That is a strong draw on liquidity, though it's already been claimed via this move up. Again, my bias is saying down. That price is going to want to continue down. Why is it continuing down? Why does it say that? Because we have a break of structure here off of this uptrend. We see retrace back up within this order block here, because again, break of structure just before that, that move up is the reason we got the break of structure in the first place. They move up afterwards, that closes within the range of the order block is our breaker block. Breaker blocks are signs of continuation via this break of structure. That price is actually going to continue in the direction of the break of structure. The only reason it would fail is if price actually moves up beyond this high here, or within this mode here, move up beyond this high, breaking structure again within this, and then actually continuing higher from there. Outside of that, I think price is going to continue lower. It's currently 8 o'clock. We are within pre-market for New York Stock Exchange. And just so we're on the same page, I'm just going to do this real quick. You can see there on the MACD, we had a cross up underneath right there, break of structure, move up. Yeah, breaker block confirmed via that. Then we see it moving down. So I think price is going to go down completely. Not entirely sure. It's technically manipulated a key level, this being the order block here. What would we be looking for off of this uptrend? Literally everything I've already discovered, I've pretty much said before. If it manipulates the high, that works for me. It'll still close within this order block range here, because again, we broke structure here off of this low. Technically, this right here on the 5-minute is our order block, so it could come up, manipulate the high, but not really reach this. So long as it closes within this range here, we'll see it close within and then drop below. We'll see the manipulation, break of structure, and then continuation down. Again, news comes out at 10. I want to see that happen before anything else. If we enter, it'll be because I am right in the fact that it'll come up within this, close, and then we'll see it continue back down. I think it's allowed to wick above, but it needs to close within, and then from there we'll see price move down as a result of this manipulation. Here it goes. Let's see what happens. Let's see what's going on here. Everything up to this point has said we're in a downtrend. Right now, we are rounding out the finish of the breaker block. Six seconds for that candle to close. Closure there. Pretty much the same way. We broke structure right there. Order block, move up, move down. Didn't visit this range again. Right now we're kind of consolidating within this range. See, hours say we've broke it. Yeah. If this closes in the next 43 minutes, we'll have broke structure back to the upside via this move up. It's still within range of this low to this high, which is our order block move. It can close within. As soon as it closes within, see it manipulate back down. It is 8:16. We have an hour and 14 minutes before market opens. So that's the thing. I think I've manipulated. I'm going to stop saying manipulated at one point. or another. I don't know. I think I have done pretty dang good job at identifying each of my key levels this time, as well as my take profits for if price decides to continue down like I think it's going to, based on the 4 hour, the 1 hour, and the daily. Looking at the 1 hour, I can see there's a potential for us to break structure and actually continue higher. I'm kind of hoping we see that happen because that would mean we'd manipulate a high via our market open. And then from that high, we'll see that reversal confluence back down that, hey, yeah, we're moving down, like I was saying before. We have our key levels set up, our take profits all the way down into this here. I do believe from this take profit down, we're going to see a large leap. And it's not something we can really I mean, we can't control price, but we can control how much we have here at this point in time. And seeing as it's roughly the halfway mark between where it is now and the bottom of what I've marked, if it does wind up continuing down and we hit this line, I'll take half out like we did that first trade earlier. And we'll see what happens from this point forward. If I see a reversal sign within this that we're moving up instead of down to sweep out these, I'm going to go ahead and close out the rest of the position like I did the other day. And I'm aware yesterday we made a boo-boo. We could have gotten more off of it. There was reversal signs all throughout this on the lower time frames, and the fact that we had already missed this much kind of messed with me a little. So I'm not mad, I'm not sad. I'm happy I got out with what little I did. So in the event it did want to reverse, which is entirely a reasonable thing, that was the thing. Okay, so we've moved up, closed within, more distinguished high, closed within there. It manipulated that. I don't want to open before market open, but at the same time, I don't want to enter before market open. But that break of structure. Oh, let's see. Because that's got 30 seconds. If the next candle gives us a fair value gap off that break of structure, I'm tempted to enter on a low. On a short. Which is starting to look like it will. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. It is 8:19, just an FYI. 3, 2, 1. Okay. Move down. Actually put this over this right quick. I want to see if this actually hit the 75. Yep, it did. Okay. So we're looking for price to continue via for value gap right here. If it closes on a down and we see that for value gap, I'll enter in on a short and we'll just hit it from there. It did hit the 75% extension, confirming that this right here was a manipulation of this order block. So in the direction of this now break of structure as well, we should see either a fair value gap form, which is going to be our final bias to enter, or we'll see, ooh, ouch, stomachache, don't mind me. Very small fair value gap right there. We could let it come up within, retrace back up here, find a breaker block within this order block here, have it filled. Technically speaking, because we've already broke structure here off of this high, and we got ourselves an order block here, we could have entered up in this, and then waited for that break of structure on the 1 minute back down, but that would have been very risky. So I think we're going to stick on the 5 minute for a safer bet. We have 3 minutes, 15 seconds. We have a minute to go. Let's see what happens. I almost want to wait for it to come back up so I can test that order block again, but at the same time, if it doesn't, we're sore out of luck. Stuff. Alright, so it closed on the down. That's good. I say let's do this. We're going to manage this very, very, very meticulously, okay? Very, very meticulously. My stop loss is going to be like right there. I take profit. All the way down there. Confirm. I think it's going to continue lower. Every time we hit a take profit, I'm going to remove a portion of it. We have our first one there. I'm going to be monitoring this very, very closely. I'm aware that we are way before market open. I'm also aware that we could be seeing this manipulation of this high, which I do believe that is what it is, and a huge drop in price. That's my thought process. That's what I think is going to happen. Everything higher time frame wise, even the hour, says yeah, we're actually going to be continuing lower. You can see it close within there, continue to drop. I'm going to leave this right where it is. I'll unpause when we get to this right here. Hopefully, if I can remember. I close within all of this, get that taken care of. I think from here to here is going to be a leap, so we'll close out like a quarter of the position here. We'll have closed out a quarter of it there, and then we'll see it drop and then remove half there. Yeah. Let's see what happens, shall we? BRB. Yo! Quick unpause. Yes, I just got through choking on pizza. So far, the trade idea is correct. We're moving in a downtrend. Woo! Have we crashed through any of our take profits yet? Nope. We are 30 minutes, not even 30 minutes, we are 3 minutes away from market open and seeing what price wants to do from there. If it continues down, hooray! That actually works for us. Hopefully we hit all our take profits today. If not, my thought process, my thing, my gist, my hope, potential, I want to take this here and I want to subtract like 0.10 off this 0.35. That's what I want to do. The hope is that we manipulate this high here, or this low, and it'll actually continue lower without it coming back up. And if it does come back up, where would it target in this entire leg here? Well, my thought process was up here actually, because we have a double order block right there, right? I'll go ahead and mark that so that way it's invisible. Okay, that way it's there. Not gonna move. Why is this an order block? Because we broke structure off of this downtrend. Actually, right here. We have order block here. I got disrespected over there. Then again, this was the move prior to this break of structure, so this entire gist right here is an order block. Came down. I'm hoping it'll disrespect it. I don't think it will, which is going to be sad, but understandable. Made a move up there, fair value gap, cool. Break of structure here, off of this low. This would be our order block, and so that entire range is actually order block territory. My thought process is if it comes back up, it'll manipulate this but not close above it. It'll close within, wick, and then leave, and then come back down. We've been, according to the MACD, in a downtrend for a minute though. I know not to use this as a set in stone confluence without this confirming. I'd like to see price do a retrace and it continue, but I'm very enticed by this line here. So, I don't know. We'll see. I'm not going to move the stop loss. Just not. Because that is the top of this order block here. It is also prime time right here for a breaker block to form within this. We know 10 o'clock, we have news, so we could see a retrace up within, and then it just continuously drop lower. I'm curious to know, curious to see. Don't worry, it's just dandruff. Very, very small amount. But yeah. Very curious to see where this goes. Figure out unpause so that way you guys can see the beauty of market open and what it has to say. We didn't break structure here. Hello, market open. Sad. It looks like we're about to break structure there. Spoke too soon. Regardless, though. Regardless. It's okay. Completely fine. It's alright. Not to panic. At least not yet. We want to see it come up. We want to see it hit this. We want to see it drop even lower. What else could have happened on the hour? Let's start from the hour, okay? Because I'm recognizing now the 4 hour, we're not in a downtrend, at least not yet, for the next 30 minutes. Unless the next 30 minutes it wants to continue lower, breaking past this, and frankly breaking structure, and it just going lower, which makes the most sense. That right there makes the most sense, honestly. Okay? For it to manipulate this, and then want to continue higher, and then hit that, and then drop lower. That's kind of what we want to see, okay? Outside of the 4 hour. The daily and the hour are in line with each other. Let's go ahead and manage this real quick. I want to close. Uh-huh. .10, we are now, yep. Good. Okay, so with that being the case, we know that at a break of structure we have an order block, right? Went up within, closed. We consider this an order block, this a breaker block. Hey, the price is going to continue lower. We good with that? Makes sense? I think it's good with that. Flip side, because technically we're in an uptrend on the 4 hour, right? Here's our uptrend. We broke structure there. We haven't broke structure since. Downtrend on the hour. Okay. What in this uptrend could price be wanting to target, manipulate? Well, at first I thought order block. Well, it's already done that. What about in the uptrend sake? What's this right here? I don't know what this is. Does it visit anywhere? No. It's just support for this move up. Same story here. It comes down. It actually comes within this right here, this order block. Slash, not order block. Breaker block. I don't know. This is a weird move because we had a break of structure up here, right? Above this high. Realistically down here, making this an order block. None of it's come down and retraced it. It could want to go down and test that order block right here. But that, from here to here, is a massive leap. Honestly, I don't know. I don't know what it will want to target. Because order block, move up, move up, move up, move up. Cool. Fair value gap. Major fair value gap there. It broke past this. We watched this occur. We took profit off of this. Move down. Doesn't revisit anywhere. Instead, it just adds support. Clears up orders here. Continue moving. Fair value gap. Fair value gap. Cool. Move down. Move up. We're still in an uptrend. Let's go ahead and take this right here. Move it over here. Down, up, down. Cool. No closure below a low. We're still moving up. Cool. moves up, creates a new high here for London session. From London session, we see it move down. This leaves a break of structure. This candle closure leaves us a fair value gap. That fair value gap says price is going to continue down. From that continuation, we see a breaker block confirming that these orders are now filled, so we should be seeing it move down. That's what we're seeing now, it moving down, manipulating this low and the bottom of this fair value gap, filling the rest of these orders. It moving down creates an area where it could retest that order block from before. Price can come up within, test, and move down further. Or, to continue the uptrend, it could break structure off of this and continue higher, at which point our trade idea will be completely incorrect, which is okay. Did we reverse that? We did. We reversed that. So this was our initial trade. We made back this much. If we lose the trade, Nada will be in, well, we won't be in the hole, but we'll be in the negative a little bit from this. We want to see it continue down and crash through all of these. Are we going to see that? Maybe. Maybe. Realistically speaking, maybe. We have 25 minutes for this candle to close. It could honestly manipulate all these lows here. Because where has it got to go even higher? Well, sure, these are relative equal highs. No, it's not, because that's not high. This is. This didn't manipulate anything. It moved up. Sure, it moved beyond this high here. That's literally what it manipulated, was Asian session high to reverse back to the downside. Okay, so what did this do? This broke structure, saying, hey, price is going to go lower. No, higher, sorry. That's the next available high outside of current session stuff, right? And on the daily, that makes the most sense considering, yeah, that's the most recent high outside of, this is outside of session. This is on the daily. But we broke structure on the daily. This retrace back up, falls within this order block here, creating ourselves a breaker block, a high. We should see price continue back down. 4 hour. We're waiting for the candle to close. We have another 30 minutes for it to. This has got to close below this low, down up, this low right here, in order for us to see that reversal back down, right? That's what we're waiting on. That's what we're waiting to happen for the 4 hour. The hour already says we're in a downtrend. That hasn't changed. For this candle here, we're in a downtrend. 30-minute matches the hour. A little bit more so, because we broke structure here. We also had a break of structure off of this low, move up, pull, break of structure temporarily to revisit this order block, breaker block, move down. On the 30-minute, we could easily say this right here is the order block that's got to retrace to, which it could just visit that. Let's go ahead and mark this right here, this right here. We want the top of this closure. Boom. That's a range. This is a range. We want to see, because is this the hour that I've marked? No, it's not. This is the 5-minute. Yep, that's the 5-minute. So we have order block there. This entire range is actually an order block on the 30-minute. And then the hour has something else. This is actually a breaker block on the hour. So what I think is going to happen, I think price can manipulate this. It'll come up within, which is cool. Manipulate and then fall, which is what we want to happen. We caught price up here when it was going the way it was. It closed, and then we saw it drop. Took a little bit of a risk. Even more so today, considering we traded outside of market hours just to catch that big trend move down. I do think that price will continue lower. We need to see it happen, though. just so we're marking this. This line right here is gonna breaker block. This right here is an order block. This right here is an order block on a lower time frame. This is the 1 hour breaker block though. For it to work out the way we want it to, we can't have it close above this. It's got to close below within this range here. So I think it'll actually line up for us perfectly. If it comes up within, which is perfectly fine, right? We're already testing this range here. If it comes up within this, it'll have filled it, which works for us, right? And retest the breaker block and then move further down. We have yet to break structure from this candle here. $30 the same way. Just have to wait for it to go up within, test this, test this, test this, move further down. If it breaks above this right here, I'm tempted to leave the position because that'll be an official break of structure on the hour. I'm wrong, it won't be a break of structure until it hits the stop loss. My exit strategy is a break of structure. And it won't be on a high time frame. No, it'll be on a high time frame because that'll be the official reversal. We don't have any fair value gaps within any of that. We took the trade based on the hour presenting us with a downtrend motion here, it revisiting this order block, breaking it, and then moving it further down, which we did see. We have order block and breaker block confluences up here that I could manipulate, which I think is going to happen first. Once that's been manipulated and taken care of, we move to the 5. Then we see right here on the 5, break of structure off of this low, fair value gap form here, and then we entered off of the 5-minute confluence that, hey, price is still continuing down, which is what it did. It moved on down. From here, we had a break of structure on the 5, but it's not to fret, not to worry, nothing to panic over yet, because we're still in a downtrend on the 30-minute. This is a strong break down. No biggie. No biggie. We have this order block it's got to get through. We have this order block it's got to get through. We have this breaker block that it can't pass. From there, we move to the hour, just on the same page. With all that to work with. The daily is still saying we're in a downtrend, though there's major indecision here. I do think we're going to be seeing move down anyway, because we had a break there. Move up and then close. This should be our breaker block, this right here. This move up, including this high, that should be a breaker block, and then move lower. The only other way it could move is up beyond this high here, but there is a huge gap between here and there. Unlike between here and this low, or, again, just the fact that this right here is the order block it's manipulating right now, and we're in a downtrend. So right now, this would be a breaker block, even on the daily. Breaker block, continuation of break of structure, down. The 4 hours the same way. Boom. Actually spells it out a little bit clearer. You have a break or order block here, break of structure there, off of this low here. Broke structure on this candle specifically. Fair value gap, move further down, cool, move up, retest of this from this low here. So it might actually, we might get stopped out only because it's retesting this order block specifically. Okay. That's the only reason we'd get stopped out is because it's testing that order block. Everything else is saying that, yeah, price is actually testing smaller order blocks, and then from this, moving its way back down. We have a break of structure there. It's currently indecisive on where it wants to go. I'd like to see price continue on down, which would go a long ways, actually. On market open, boom. We see price wanting to move further down, which is what it did. but we have yet to break structure on the higher time frames. They hold higher power. I'm inclined to think price is going to continue lower. The 4 hours got what on it? Let's see. 4 hours got 15 minutes. That's the only area of which I could think of it would come all the way up to. This low right here. That conveniently falls in line with the bottom of that fair value gap. That's the scary part on the 4 hour. We might get stopped out today. Only because I failed to see that the double confluence right there. It's the bottom of the fair value gap and it's an order block. We were looking for a breaker block to form this entire time on the lower time frame, but if that breaker block breaks structure and continues higher, and then we see it test that order block, we'll have failed to realize, oh, we should have waited. Though, because it's such a higher time frame, and even on the daily, it says we're in a downtrend, right? I mean, that doesn't matter in the slightest, because it's still going to go up and test that before continuing lower. Then again, is there anything below this that it could hit? Let me see the daily. Because... ouch. Break structure there. Come back down, retest. Relative equal lows right there that I could hit, though those were already pushed past. Ouch. So there is a potential we could see a full-on reversal within this. Oh, news could change it. Or my idea could be right, and it could just continue falling lower instead of retracing back up into breaker block zone. We could be seeing, because there are different confluences within this that it's just retesting now, we could see it test this first, succeed in it, close, and then move further down. There is that potential too. So I think we're okay. Honestly, I think we are okay. Yes, we took a risk entering trade before market hours. We understood that price could come up and retest this, and that's kind of what we were wanting. We're now hoping that from the test being successful, that price continues lower. It gives us a breaker block to an order block that was already there. For a breaker block to get reversed, it's got to get closed above. If it's closed above in any aspect, we lose the trade. That makes perfect sense. That is where the trade idea stops. I think I've done pretty good so far. A stop loss is where it needs to be. The only off-putting thing is the stop loss. Or not the stop loss, the point of entry being so early. There it goes, testing order block number 1. Let me actually see. This is the 30-minute order block. Yep, this is the bottom to the top order block here off this break of structure. If it closes within this, cool, that's one confluence. I think it's going to hit this golden, it's going to hit this golden zone here. It'll actually close within this, wick, maybe above this, maybe, but it won't blast past it, it'll close within and then push back down. We'll see. We'll see what happens here. Let's go to 5 minute and take a look. Our trade idea was right for the most part, and then it turned into a wrong. So, no biggie. This is a test. This is an attempt at trading early hours. Very, very early hours. If I fail, that's completely fine. I'll be moving my entire strategy back over to the 9:30 thing. I will legitimately stop doing this. Go to sleep later. Wake up later. Do this in a time that's supposed to work. We've had rain the past couple of days. I don't know what the weather's going to be like for the rest. I'm enjoying the rain. I don't know about you guys. Close this so I'm not breaking anything. Ooh, we got rain for the next 3 weeks. That is not 3 weeks. That is today and tomorrow. Yep. Today and tomorrow. Ooh, Sunday and Monday, though, we got rain again. Ooh, it's going to get warm. Fun. No biggie. Okay, so it closed. That's good. It went up in, tested, closed. Good. That's our order block there now. That's like a fulfilled test of the order block. It went all the way up into this order block even and continued. I'm looking at this right here now going, this is a break of structure, obviously. Off of this high, up, down, high. Break. This is an order block. This has got to come down and break past that for it to fail the continuation up. It did go up, it tested that. Now on the higher time frame, we should be seeing it close and then move further down. Yeah, 10 minutes for that to close. Let's see what happens. News is about to come out too. I didn't think about that. As news come out. Not yet. It's about to though. We're going to look at that very cautiously. Hopefully news pushes it further down. We have how long? We got 10 minutes for news. 9 minutes. It's supposed to come out at 10. Could be earlier, could be later. We could see it within the next 2 candles. Curious to know what it does. Go down. Stuff. In reverse, because it manipulated that low. Break your structure, sure, move down, break a block. This could be a stop loss for someone else. But if it continues down, breaks past that, and we see a reversal there, it could move further down, which works for us. That's what we want to see. However, because we've been in a down for a minute now, could continue higher. How much higher? I'm not thinking it'll go above this, but that is a potential for it too. Right now it's move down, move up. Cool. Okay. it broke above that. That's why it crossed there. It confirmed it. There's an equal potential at the moment for price to go one way or the other. In my honest opinion, I think that's what's going to happen. It's an equal flip of the coin right now. We made back a little bit. We made back a little bit. Was it enough to offset the losses? Potentially. I'm going to say yes. I think what news is going to do is it's going to push it down. But it's going to fill a breaker block down here, manipulate that order block, break it, move further up. But if we get a closure below this and it breaks structure, we'll have an order block here signaling sign of continuation down per this breakup structure. And then because we'll have filled a breaker block here, we'll need to retrace back up into this, and then it'll continue down. See what'll happen. We have 5 minutes for news. We gotta let this close, and then news hits. Let me see. Let's see what's happened. We got 5 minutes for news. Less than 5. Oh, hello. Tariffs, tariffs, and more tariffs. Crazy. Looks like everyone's in agreement with me short after the PMI. So, say everyone a little bit. Seven minutes ago, 2 hours ago. High impact news, 10 minutes. Yeah. So this is working out to be like this. If the actual is greater than forecast, it's good for currency, which is see price rise. But the pattern, it's saying it'll continue higher, which makes sense. It'll push price higher enough to fill that order block we saw before, create the breaker block we need, and then push price further down. Let's see what market's doing right now. There we go. Price is moving much lower right there. If we see a break of structure in the next minute, that will be moving down. We'll have a breaker block, which is cool, but a break of structure says we're moving further down, which is what we want. Give me down, because I do believe I am in the right when I say price is moving lower. Let's see, shall we? filled the order block, but it also on a higher time frame filled that, making it a breaker block. Higher time frame holds higher power, breaker block say continuation down. So that's what we're waiting on. We have a breakup structure confirming on the lower time frames that yes, it filled the breaker block and now we're moving further down as a result. Give me. 31 seconds. I'm gonna go ahead and turn my music on because musica is life. Musica is gold. Dude, I am big sad over these headphones. For some reason, they don't work as a mic anymore. They only work as headphones. Alright, price is pending. Let's go here. Seeing this right here. That's news. Hello, news. We're going to manage this position real quick. We're going to take 102 off. But by me, I'm just queuing up some musica. Uh-huh. Three and a half minutes for that to go. Interesting. There you go. Claim that a little bit from that one. I don't know why I put order there. I didn't put the arrow. Well. Less. What we wanted. Lower it goes. Low on the 5 minute outside of outside of session. Oh, shows the fee and profit and loss from there. I like the way that. Oh, whoa. It doesn't show the end balance, which ultimately is what we're after. Either way, that's okay. It's alright. Hopefully that music's not too loud. Hopefully. I don't think it is. Let me know if it's too loud. I'm not turning it down. Almost made a mistake. Almost. We've already hit that level. We gotta hit this one now. I'm gonna pause the video now because we're in a downtrend. It's just a matter of hitting the rest of the take profits. In the event we see a reversal and have to leave, that's completely fine. We'll go ahead, back completely out. In the event we continue on through and hit our final take profit, woo, we'll let it do its thing and we'll go from there. Okay? Okay. Pause the video now. BRB. Quick looky real quick. Okay? We've been in a downturn for a minute. We hit our our halfway point here, right? Our take profit was here, but then I realized there are areas below that could manipulate. I'm tempted to take a risk because we've already claimed back over half of the position now. Okay? We're currently riding on 0.10 of the position left of the 0.35. Just wanted to unpause to take a look at this real quick because we have our small retrace back up. Is it a full-on reversal? Not yet. We got a minute 50, 2 minutes-ish before that candle closes. I just wanted to note that the daily, the 4-hour, the 1-hour, the 30-minute have not broke structure. We haven't broke structure on the 5-minute. If we did, be all the way up here. That would have been pretty bad, but hear me out, but I'm looking at an inverse fair value gap here soon. That could be a problem. Again, though, on the flip side, none of the others are broke structure. We still have fair value up there, fair value up there. What do I think is going to happen? I think we're due for a retrace, but it's not going to be a big one. Because we broke structure all the way up here, making this the order block. I think he's come back up and tested this. We've got support level here, support level here. Fair value gap here, that's about to get inverted. Fair value gap right there, that's about to get stuff. Fair value gap there. So it could come up, fill this right here, consolidate within this area. And continue back down. Or, holy crap, hang on. I'll fix it. I'm sorry. Poor buddy's okay. He's fine. But either it can come up within this area, consolidate, and go back down, or this is just a fake out, and we'll see it actually continue much lower. Currently, right now, we are in a fair value gap. A big one, too. See this right here? That, on the higher time frames, is a giant fair value gap, right? Where orders can be filled, yet have not. This reached down into is where price says it's going to fill orders now. Move up to the 30 real quick. Boom. Back down. We've crossed into this here, which is good. This says we're in an uptrend, but this says we're in a downtrend, right? Price could easily be right now manipulating this to feed itself to go higher, or it'll actually hit this, fill it completely, and invert it, and then push it further down, which would make the most sense considering the hour. We're on a downtrend. Big one, too. We're in a downtrend, and we're within that fair value gap, which works. From here on down, same story on the 4-hour. And if we want to get real technical, the daily doesn't show it, but it's there. We reached halfway down into this green candle, which we were kind of hoping would continue on down, which makes the most sense considering this is our breaker block here. So, off the daily play, by default, I really want to see it continue down. Everything says it will continue down, except for the 5-minute. So, yeah. Oh, it closed. We did not get an invert fair value yet. So I unpaused for almost nothing. My mistake. I'm going to continue observing this for a little while. We'll see what happens. Again, we're running on 0.10 of the original 0.35 that we were running with. So, this is our current profit and loss here. I don't know why I started to sound like Peter Griffin there. As you can see, our entrance and then our gains from it have been quite good. Quite good. This number has gone up substantially. I want to see it come all the way down to here. This was our final take profit to begin with. And if we get it to go all the way down here, gold. Super gold. It creating a high here is completely fine. It's got to create a high for that retrace. I want to see it continue down though. That's what we want to see. Yeah. If we see a break of structure, I'm inclined to leave. I am inclined to leave. However, I'm going to hold out until I see that break of structure, and then we'll leave. Okay? That's currently what I'm looking for. I'm going to go ahead and pause the video now. Let it do its thing. And we'll resume here in the moment. BRB. Okay. So we closed out of the position completely. We're done. We came out on top today. We traded early. We got extremely... Yeah, this was good stuff. Yay. They're happy now. We came out on top today. We made this much from this singular trade here. Right? We went up... Where's my calculator? This. Let's see, 31.64 subtract. We started at 2284. We made $8.08. $8.80. And then we're adding this to, was it 0.48 from this one to this one? We're going to keep 8.8 in our heads for a second. We're going to clear everything. Clear, yes. 8.8, remember that. We started here from 236 up to 284. So 2284 minus 2236. 48 plus 8.80. We are up $9.28 for the month of August so far. That is a fire progress move, in my honest opinion. Okay? Thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, drop a like, leave a follow. Oh, and just so we're on the same page. Because, like, the reason why we left was because we saw a break of structure here. We thought it would fill this. It didn't. In fact, it crossed the 10-day moving average, and we not only broke structure, but we also had fair value gap, fair value gap. We could have realistically left down here. We could have. But I was hoping, leaning towards this right here getting closed into and then respected and continued down. It didn't get closed in, and instead it continued higher. Not a bad trade. Today was actually a stellar trade. Although we did trade outside of market hours. We started way the flip over here, way up there. and outside of pre-market hours. This was London session towards the end, and we just... So, gold trade. I'm happy for today. My trade is good. I'm done. Poof, gone, out. See ya. Peace. We didn't get all of what I wanted. We got maybe... This was our first take profit right here. This right here was what I came up with on down, like, later on. Like, I knew this wasn't going to happen. Still, though, we made a little bit, so not going to complain. I don't know what else to really say aside from, yeah, we broke structure and we left. Thanks for watching. Consider following my Twitch and my YouTubes. All those links can be found in the description of this channel, as well as the description of this video. Be sure to check each. Drop a like if you actually enjoyed it. And, interesting. I had a brain and then it left. Good day, good trade, good video, good life. Happy life. See you in the next one. Peace.